another teacher in Arkansas has taken a plea deal. So on January 13th, 2023, the Child Abuse Hotline received a report of a teacher at the Pottsville School District that was having a sexual relationship with a student. That teacher was Meredith Lyndsey Hill that went by Lyndsey. Lyndsey Hill was a 7th grade science teacher in the Pottsville School District, along with being a tennis coach and a softball coach. The report stated that Lyndsey Hill had a sexual relationship with a student, and when police spoke to the victim in the case, he corroborated that report. According to the victim, Lyndsey Hill was his 7th grade science teacher. They didn't start up a relationship until between the 9th and 10th grades when Lyndsey Hill and the victim started exchanging text messages. Those text messages eventually led to a plan for the two to meet up in Lyndsey Hill's classroom to have intercourse. According to the victim, the two continued contact until eventually the student actually blocked Lyndsey Hill on Instagram. Imagine being a grown woman having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old? And then, what blows my mind even more is that she couldn't let him go so much that he ended up blocking her. You got blocked by a child. The police were able to see messages that Lyndsey Hill had sent the victim saying that no one could find out what they were doing or they would be in trouble. Lyndsey Hill also sent the student nude photos of herself that he showed to his friends, so his friends saw those photos. There was a video of the two dancing around in Lyndsey's home. And now is probably a good time to mention that Lyndsey Hill was a married mother of 2 when all of this happened. Her and her husband have since got divorced. He filed for divorce after she was charged, and I believe that he got custody of the kids. Police did attempt to talk to Lyndsey Hill, but she immediately lawyered up. So she was arrested and charged with first-degree sexual assault, and she was released on a $2,500 cash bond. Now, initially, Lyndsey Hill was charged with 1 count of sexual assault, but around April or May this year, she actually had 2 additional counts added. Jeff Phillips, the prosecutor in Pope County, actually redacted all of the information on the probable cause affidavit and all of the charges that were added to her after she was initially arrested. But I could see that when Lyndsey Hill had her initial bond hearing, she was actually given some conditions of release. And those conditions were that she have a GPS monitoring device on her and that she not be around any other children, excluding her own children, of course. I can say that on that document, there were 4 sets of initials. So whether there were 4 victims or there were just 1 or 2 victims and the others were just other people associated with the case, I don't know. Regardless, Lyndsey Hill has gone through the court process, and on Monday, September 25th, 2023, Lyndsey Hill pled guilty in a Pope County court. At this time, I can't see what it is specifically that she pled guilty to, but I did ask another person to contact the Pope County Detention Center and was able to find out that Lyndsey Hill was actually sentenced to 10 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections. For all of the other information, I can only assume that Lyndsey Hill has to register as a sex offender when she is released. I will update as more information becomes available and those documents are made available online. But for now, Lyndsey Hill has been sentenced to 10 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections.